Hello everyone and welcome back. We are here today to have a look at the must get New Year drop items that of course are seasonal and now back in game, but we're beginning at Timeritual, which should be the new map for this year. As you can see, we have got a merge shop with AC tag gear in it. Make the most of that. We're not going to see too many of those in this video, but you have crucially also got two boss monsters that you can go along and defeat. So as you can see, you can get these Chrono Weaver gear on screen. This one is actually color custom, so definitely worth going through farming for that set if you haven't already. In the next room you have this weird mechanical fish thing, but as you can see it drops the Chrono Fort, which Bad is very nicely modelling for us off of the wiki, and as you can see it's actually quite a nice house drop. Next we are at the New Year map, and yes, there are lots of different items you can get here. In the New Year's shop you have some returning gear, and crucially some of it is rare. You can also find that in the featured gear shop, but definitely worth checking out Limbs items, because you know what, you can gear yourself up and get ready for a party. I don't hear too often about AQ parties, but I'm sure somewhere, sometime, there is definitely something going on, but who knows, that's just me talking out the top of my head right now. Anyway, loads of helms to look at in here as well. You can see we've got a big mix up between actual AC gear you need to buy, there's some free player bits for members, so like I say, this is one of those shops that if you've never ever looked at it, as you've been living in an alternate dimension, then definitely go along and have a little look. Pretty cool capes also located here, mostly member. As you can see, lots of animated items, so that's pretty cool. And then again further down we got more of the bits you can buy for those ACs, but you may fancy it, you may have got loads gifted to you because you could have been incredibly lucky this year, who knows. So New Year house shop, two items, you got a jukebox, click on that in your house, everyone's going to start dancing, and you also have the New Year's ball. Talking of the New Year's ball, you may want to pause your screen here, there's a lot of drops to get from the 2023 New Year ball. As you can see, it does feature the Aurora armor, you got the party gear and the glacial knight on the right hand side. If you then go and advance a bit further through the New Year map, you'll come across Ice Master Yeti, who will drop you the Frosty New Year's hat, which is this lovely one you can see on screen amongst some other AC tagged items. Next up, join newyearlab IDOA drops. So again, lots of different bits here, mostly just free player, and then half of them also member. You can see we have got the Tyrant Blade at the bottom and the members only destruction armor on the right hand side. Next up, we are joining along to darksun for the new beginning shop. Similar to the New Year's shop, this one is a mix up between AC items that you actually have to buy, a couple free player bits, and again some member ones only. Shop also features 5 different helms and 2 capes. It's worth mentioning there are a couple boss monsters here that do have drops you can go along and check out, but nothing really to scream and shout about. Anyway, let us move on to yet another map. This time we are at join a frostmane to look at Ulfgar's shop first before we go along and have a look at Nightmane for literally a couple of boss drops. Yet again, you can see a few armors and a few different helms to go through. This time round, nothing's going to require ACs, so that's nice. But like we said earlier, you have got the Nightmane boss, literally only a couple of items, but I did quite like the Starlit Sword drop. I just thought it looked a bit different and maybe something worth going and getting. There is an Ultra Fight, the only thing different, the Ultra drops, is a staff, which has been added to the drop list. Anyway, let us move on to join a grimattack for the New Year merge shop. There are a lot of items in this one, loads of different variants of the similar sort of gear. There are actually a couple armors in here I think look really cool. It's these kind of lit up ones, the neon glowing ones. I just thought they're awesome. They're probably my favorite things in this merge shop, so probably the only bits I would personally be going along getting, but you may feel slightly differently. Obviously, as there's lots of variations, that means there's lots of different helms to look at, but you can get those kind of blank face ones again with the neon glow going round, which are definitely going to be worth it. So let us move on to the next map. This time round we are at join everfrost for the chill bite drops, which is the big blue boss you can see on screen. Again, loads of different items, a few free, a few member, and a few AC tagged. It does feature the chibi deer, and also you can get that Yeti armor on the right hand side. So next up we go to a chronohphoenix for the Phoenix drops and the 2019 drops, but that will make more sense when you see in just a moment. Chronohphoenix Guardian, this armor drops from the monster, and it is one of the free player ones, so if you haven't got it, I'd recommend getting that because I think it looks really cool. And like I said, there's 2019, a couple items you can get, including a little spirit to follow you around. Then finally we are moving on to a timeritual to have a look at the Chronocide Drops. The other monster in the area doesn't drop anything, so don't go along killing that because you'll just be wasting your time. The Space Timeless Sword and Staff are probably my 2 favourite drops to go along get from Chronocide, so they'd be the ones I'd recommend farming it out for. Anyway folks, thank you all very much for watching. Please do leave the video a like and of course subscribe, and I hope you all have a wonderful new year.